For example, a moment that every word you utter is a thread, intricately weaving the fabric of your identity. The way you communicate transcends mere information exchange. It serves as a window into your thoughts, emotions, upbringing, and even your subconscious beliefs. What if I told you that the words you choose, the tone you adopt, and the rhythm of your speech could reveal more about you than you ever intended? Today, we're embarking on a journey that promises to be truly eye-opening. By the end of our discussion, you won't just understand why you speak the way you do. You'll uncover hidden aspects of yourself that you may have never considered. And the final revelation? It's the most powerful of all. It might completely transform your approach to communication forever. Language is more than a tool. It's a fingerprint of your mind, a signature of your experiences, and a reflection of your inner world. From the structure of your sentences to the words you instinctively choose, every aspect of your speech is shaped by something deeper: your psychology, your environment, and even your biology. Think back to a moment when you encountered someone whose speech captivated you. Perhaps their voice was calm and soothing, or their words exuded authority. Now, contrast that with someone whose speech felt scattered or hesitant. What made the difference? Was it merely the choice of words, or was there something more profound at play? The truth is, the way we speak is not random. It's influenced by countless factors: our upbringing, social circles, cultural backgrounds, and even the way our brains process information. Psychology has long explored the connection between language and identity. For instance, Sigmund Freud believed that our speech patterns often reveal subconscious desires and internal conflicts. Modern research in linguistics shows that our vocabulary and speaking style can indicate everything from our confidence levels to our emotional states. Consider this. Studies have found that people who frequently use filler words like and like may not necessarily be unsure of what they are saying. In some cases, these words serve as cognitive tools, giving the speaker time to process information. However, excessive use can signal nervousness or uncertainty. Conversely, individuals who speak with deliberate pauses and controlled pacing often come across as more confident and authoritative. But what about the words themselves? Our choice of words is one of the most revealing aspects of our speech. Research in psycholinguistics has uncovered fascinating insights about how word usage reflects personality traits. For example, those who use more personal pronouns like I and me tend to be more introspective, while those who favor collective terms like we and us often display stronger social connections and empathy. Now, let's consider formality versus informality. Think about how your speech changes depending on your audience. When speaking to a close friend, your tone is likely casual, filled with slang. But in a professional setting, your language becomes more structured and refined. This shift is not accidental. It's an adaptive response shaped by social conditioning and learned behavior. Here's something even more intriguing. The way you speak can influence not only how others perceive you but also how you perceive yourself. The psychological concept known as linguistic relativity suggests that language shapes thought. The words you habitually use can reinforce certain thought patterns and beliefs. If you frequently describe yourself using negative language, saying things like "I am terrible at this" or "I always mess up," you may be conditioning your mind to accept these statements as truths. Conversely, using positive and empowering language can cultivate a stronger, more resilient mindset. Take a moment to reflect. When was the last time you truly paid attention to the way you speak? Do you use words that emphasize confidence or hesitation? Do you speak with clarity, or do your words sometimes get lost in uncertainty? As we continue, we'll explore deeper layers of this fascinating topic. There are subtle elements within your speech that hint at your personality, social standing, and emotional intelligence. Trust me, the final insight will completely shift your perspective on communication. Are you ready to uncover more? Think about your last conversation. Were you fully aware of how you were speaking? Most people aren't. We often focus on what we're saying rather than how we're saying it. Yet, the how often carries more weight than the what. Take tone, for example. Studies in communication psychology have shown that tone of voice conveys more meaning than words alone. In fact, renowned psychologist Albert Mehrabian proposed that only 7% of meaning comes from words, while 38% comes from tone of voice, and a staggering 55% from body language. Imagine someone saying, "I am fine." These three words seem simple enough, but picture them being said in different tones: warm and reassuring, cold and distant, or sarcastic and dismissive. The words remain the same, yet the meaning shifts entirely based on tone. This is why some people command attention effortlessly while others struggle to be taken seriously. The power lies not just in the message but in the delivery. Let's delve deeper. The rhythm and pacing of your speech also play a crucial role in how others perceive you. Confident speakers tend to slow down their speech, allowing each word to land with impact. When we're nervous, we often rush, which can make us sound anxious or uncertain. On the other hand, a controlled, measured pace signals confidence and authority. This technique not only makes messages more powerful but also gives listeners time to absorb and reflect. What about everyday conversations? Research suggests that mirroring someone's speech pattern, whether in speed, tone, or vocabulary, can foster a sense of connection and rapport. This phenomenon, known as linguistic mirroring, is a social survival mechanism that creates familiarity and trust. Have you ever noticed that when you spend time with someone with a distinct accent or way of speaking, you start to adopt some of their speech patterns? This isn't coincidence. Our brains are wired for social bonding, and speech is one of our primary tools for establishing connection. Now, let's talk about vocabulary. The words you use daily reflect your background, education, and personality. Language varies between social groups. The words we use at work differ from those we use with friends or family. This linguistic flexibility, known as code switching,